Welcome to Littleton 300 Live. I'm Mark Crory, joined with Jack Homer, and we are live. It's Wednesday, August 27th. So if you're watching us live, we invite you to be part of this program. You can call in, and the number is going to be on your screen. The number is 978-540-2487. And give us a call. We invite your comments about anything that's going on that's 300th related. We also like to ask people the question of what do you love about Littleton? If you just have some things you love about Littleton you want to share with the viewers and with Jack and I, give us a call. Also, we have a trivia contest that we give away some fabulous Littleton 300th memorabilia, and we're going to be asking for people to call in with their answers to tonight's trivia question.
You stumped me last week, though. You got me last week.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. I got a lot of people last week. Yeah. Nobody knew anything about this ice cream place.
Hager's Ice Cream. No.
Yeah.
No.
So before we later on in the show, we're going to have a special guest. John Borowski is going to be with us, who is the co-chairman of the 300th Parade Committee. Of course, the parade is right around the corner, and we're going to be your parade central tonight. We're going to give you the skinny, the 411, whatever you want to call it. You don't want to miss it. Tons of information. So he'll be coming up in about 10 minutes from now.
We have to wake him up first, though.
Yes, right.
We have to wake him up. Yep.
All right. So first thing we want to do, we ask people to send us your photos. So if you want to see, we got a picture here. We ask people to send in your photos displaying your Littleton 300 pride. And you can email them to me, mcrory@littletonma.org. And guess what? We got some. Are you surprised about that, John? We got some. So here we go.
Flabbergasted.
This is Joe Knox, chairman of the Selectmen, looking all dapper. I think that the several members of the Ball Publicity Committee got together and went a little photo shoot here. So
well, they probably had to pay for it too. Who knows?
Joe looks like he's straight off of a Monopoly board. He's looking good.
He's looking pretty dapper.
Yep. Yeah. And this is Deb Ogilvy Osterman to your left there, and in the center is Kathy Knox. Yep. And that's Maureen Sherry Bianco to your right. And they're standing in front of the cake, of course.
They're ready for the ball.
Yeah, look at those dresses. Those are beautiful. And then a little close-up shot of the four of them. And then, with the cake. And if this was a black and white photo, you wouldn't know what era this was from. But that's kind of the idea, what we're looking for. So, there's Millie McGovern.
Millie McGovern. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, she looks like she's ready for the ball. And so that's the kind of thing we're looking for, folks. So again, send us your photos displaying your Littleton 300th pride. Send them to me, mcrory@littletonma.org, and we will show them on this show.
Now, can I say something?
Yes.
You have to get in uniform.
I know, again.
Okay.
Each week I show up without a logo on, and I have been dropping the hint to Jack about getting me a shirt, and obviously he's not getting it. So I'm going to have to pony up the
You're going to have to pony up.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep,
I can do
absolutely.
that. I can do that.
Yeah, okay.
All right, tonight's trivia question. We also, speaking of merchandise, we will be giving away some cool merchandise, shirts, hats, mugs, whatever it is, flags. We'll leave it up to the people to decide. But here's tonight's trivia question. If you answer this trivia question, give us a call if you think you know the answer. You can win some great memorabilia. So the number again, 540-2488 is the number to call. Actually, that should be 2487. Sorry. Make that 2487. But anyway, here's tonight's question. In 1982, how many houses were moved from the Common/King Street area to Checkerberry Lane to make way for the Digital, which is now IBM, buildings? So we're looking for a number here. How many houses were moved from King Street to Checkerberry Lane? My brother-in-law and my sister, the Legenzas, they live in one of those houses.
Yes, they do.
And I might have known the answer to this even without, knowing the answer, without putting these slides together.
Yep.
I remember that day. in 1982. I was actually into video back then, and I taped some of the houses going by my house. It was quite a thing.
Did you see Kirby out here waving to us?
Did. Bye,
He
Kirby.
he also lives in one of those houses.
Does he really?
Yes.
I know he lives in that lane, but
Yeah,
I'm not sure if they're one of the moved houses or not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he could be, but that's quite a thing. So give us a call. 540-2487 is the number. Hey, there's another event coming up, a big event. And Jack, there it is on the screen. Can you tell us a little bit about this? Is just hot off the press.
This is, within the last couple of days, we've put together a deal. Basically, Kimball Farm has said, look, we want to help and be part of Littleton, because they are. They're in Westford, but they're really part of Littleton.
Right.
Their telephone number is Littleton.
And they use our water.
They use our water, you're right. And, so they have come to us, and we are putting together, in conjunction with the closing ceremonies on the 27th.
same
the
day.
closing ceremony will be like from, I think, what is it, 10 to noon. 10 to noon. Then you have a little time off to rest and relax, and then come down to Kimball Farm, because we're going to be putting together a package for the barbecue, their ice cream sundaes, the use of the bumper boats, the miniature golf, everything.
Wow.
And we're putting together a package in conjunction with them that's going to benefit, it's going to pay for the thing, but it's also going to benefit the Littleton 300. And it's going to be a fantastic, fantastic time. We haven't put it all together again yet, but stay with us. We will get it together.
And of course, Kimball's is celebrating a milestone.
It's their 75th.
Yeah.
It's their 75th, and it's great. Their 75th, our 300th.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Hey, I forgot to mention that if you call in and take a chance at this trivia question, just for calling, you get a Dunkin' Donuts card. So what can you lose, right? Give us a call.
Am I eligible to answer?
We'll wait till later on the show. If we get
Thank
no
you.
calls,
Thank
then
you.
there's the number on the screen. 540-2487 is the number to call. So that's exciting. Now, we're going to bring on John Borowski in just a minute, but again, we had our final Third Thursday event last Thursday, and unfortunately, we ran into our first rain of the season. And
Hey,
that
don't even talk
that
about
was
rain.
the last rain. I should say the last rain of the season.
No, I don't want to hear the word.
I know. Well, but we still had our cameras down there, and we were able to get a couple of interviews with some people to answer that question, what do you love about Littleton? But I also threw in some people here from the town hall because they didn't get enough love the first time we showed this. So we're going to take a look at this testimonial video answering the question, what do you love about Littleton?
I don't know, I guess it's because it's a small town and everybody knows everybody and it's pretty quiet and you kind of feel safe when you go out at night. You don't feel like you're going to be attacked by anybody, and it's a good place to raise your kids.
I like living in the Long Lake neighborhood of Littleton because of all my wonderful neighbors and friends.
I like living in Littleton because I've been here all my life. I've raised my children, and I have 5 grandchildren living here, and it's all about faith, family, and friends.
I think I like the small town feel of Littleton. We've lived here for about 40 years, and our kids grew up here, and my wife and I do a lot of volunteering in the area, and I think that's a strength of the town. An awful lot of people spend time and effort trying to make Littleton as good a place to live as it can be.
Well, it certainly is a great community. We've been here for a little over 20 years, 22 years or so. I love to get involved in the community. I like the fact that a lot of people in the town get involved in the community with the single purpose of trying to make it a better place for everyone. And I think that's that sense of community and that sense of building the town makes it a great place to live.
I like the people. I like the location. It's close to everything, half hour from everywhere. I like that it's a small town atmosphere. I think it's a great place to raise a family. And I like just about everything else.
I guess I love my pond and all the wonderful wild birds and otters and swans and everything. Where else could I live? It's beautiful. Plus, I've been coming up here since I was a baby, so it's like home. And then the people. You know, since I've come back to the town, I worked out of town, and since I came back into town, I've gotten to know people. And I'm a people person, so I really love it.
Happy anniversary, Littleton. And I find Littleton is very nice to their seniors.
I love everything about living in Littleton. The schools, the people, the police, the fire. I love Littleton. Do you want me to say any more? We've lived here for 53 years. And it's grown, but it's grown in a good way, I think. I guess I wouldn't have it much other way.
Happy anniversary, Littleton.
Happy anniversary, Littleton, and many, many more.
Yeah, so I say happy anniversary, Littleton.
Happy anniversary, Littleton. 300 years. You don't look it.
Happy anniversary, Littleton. 300 more.
Happy anniversary, Littleton.
Perfect.
I'm Deb Ogilvie Ostman. I've lived in Littleton for 54 years, 10 months, and a couple days. The community is the best part about this place, so thank you.
What do I like about Littleton? All of this. Littleton is such a warm, inviting community. It's an awesome place to live. I've lived here for 55 years. I raised my kids here, and now I'm helping my daughter with her grandkids here. I wouldn't be anyplace else. And to remind people, we have a fantastic day coming up on September 6th for the parade, the fireworks, bands in between, and then, of course, we have the ball. And Barbara and I have been working very hard to bring the ball to everybody and have an awesome time. We can have up to 1,000 people there, and we still have some tickets available. So go on littleton300.org and click on the ball. We hope to see you all there.
Hi, I'm John Borowski. I've been in Littleton since 1977. It's been a great place to bring up the kids, 2 of them that we've had, and the grandchild is in town too, so we're having fun with her. It's a great town to live in, lots of things to do, lots of activities around. I'm also the veterans agent, so if you need any veterans help, please see me. I'm also the chairman of the parade committee for the 300th committee. Please remember it's September 6th, the big parade, and then don't forget the ball the week after.
Well, there he was, and now here he is in the flesh.
Hey, look at that.
From
Look at he
TV to
appears.
live, yeah.
I do.
John
Change your clothes, though.
Yeah,
There you go.
John Borowski joins us live here on Littleton 300 Live, and John, as you just mentioned, chairman or co-chairman of the 300 Parade Committee. And man, you guys have been working hard, I'll tell you. It's several years you've been at this, and now I think you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's not the train coming at you.
It's coming. It's coming.
We're so excited. I think the whole town is getting pumped up about this parade because it is going to be massive. And in fact, last night you had a meeting, and I just we were there just to capture some footage. But explain to us what we're going to be seeing here on the screen, because this is the committee. And where do you guys meet?
We meet at the Light and Water Department conference room, Light Department conference room. Right here we're doing our general meeting and discussing some of the items that we still have open. Last night was a little bit about Littleton, Colorado band coming out.
Yeah.
And if I may, I say after that meeting, we also found out that some members of the Littleton, New Hampshire band will be joining Littleton, Colorado.
Wow.
That day too. So
that's great.
That's the good news. So we'll have 3 Littleton bands in the parade
Now
representing.
That's awesome.
The three towns or cities in the United States that have bands by the name of Littleton.
Well,
They'll
I'll be represented.
all be here.
Fantastic. Well, this is a little funny thing. This is spreading out the different acts that you've got here in the in the parade, and the different colored cards mean a certain thing. For instance, the green means military, the white are cars, the blue is musical acts, and the pink are floats. So you can see, it looks like an Uno game or something. But that's quite that's a lot of cards.
We had originally done that a couple months ago. That was our first pass at it, but of course we have to do the final one, which was on tonight. So
yeah, fantastic. Well, I just wanted to show that little footage there so people get an idea of you know, the planning that some of the planning that goes into this thing. And you guys are doing it old school with the 3x5 cards. I like that.
Yes.
A lot of people would do that on the computer. Computer, you know what that is?
Yes, I know what that is.
Okay.
I know what that is.
All right, just kidding.
I've
got all my records on
it.
Well, what we have here is you probably all received one of these at home. This is a little parade pamphlet, and they were mailed out, and inside is the parade route, and also all the bands, or most of the things, the acts that are going to be marching and appearing and doing their thing in the band. And they're not in the order that you'll see them, but they're all there, and these are nice little keepsakes. Good thing to have for people to remind them.
Yeah.
So let's get into it, John. Let's talk about this parade. First of all, I've got some graphics here that we can talk about and go along. So if you want to call up this first one, this is the parade route in caricature, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
So just people get a general idea. It starts at St. Anne's and ends at IBM.
Correct.
Again, there's the route in more specific terms.
The route and where to get off the highway and stuff like that.
Yeah.
To the certain points,
Yeah.
parking into St. Anne's and stuff.
Right. Now, most of the parking is all going to take place down at the IBM.
IBM is the primary parking. I don't have any room for cars or anybody parking at St. Anne's or at the high school. So I advise anybody that is going to be in the parade to park at IBM and take the shuttle bus over to or be dropped off and have one person come back on the bus.
Right. And it's convenient. The parade ends there, so there's your vehicles.
That's right.
That's good. I actually marched in a parade in Wilton, New Hampshire over the weekend.
Yeah.
And the start and the end are two different spots in town. And you go to the start. There were no shuttle buses, so
you had to walk back
the parade twice. Yeah.
We tried to avoid that.
I am so happy for that. So, of course, a lot of roads closed during this time.
Lots of roads.
Yeah.
We basically split the town in half.
Yeah.
And close it up.
And we're going to go through some of these things, if you don't mind, because we did go through these last week, but I think with anything, repetition is important for people to know. So do you want to say them, or do you want me to say them?
Well, basically, the upper end of King Street from the underside of 495 going towards Air will be closed basically at the cemetery, where then traffic will be rerouted over North State Road going westbound. Coming eastbound, they'll be closed at the traffic lights at King and Air Road. It's up by the Dunkin' Donuts travel area up there. That'll take place about 8:30, but once the parade starts, everything will close down at 10. But.
Right. So at 10 o'clock, the 495 will shut down, and all the traffic is detoured to Route 2 and Taylor Street.
Right.
So that's all traffic west and east, or just the westbound?
Both.
Okay.
There won't be anybody allowed though, because the parade's going right by there.
Yeah.
So.
And it'll be about 2 hours, we
At
estimate.
least, yeah.
At least. So as the parade starts at 10, all traffic along King Street will be closed, as you mentioned, until it's finished.
Yeah.
Sections may be open at the end of the parade as it passes by. So, Mill Road down here on the left side will open up when the last flow goes by.
Correct.
But not to turn right, to turn left.
Correct. Well, to turn right to get to 495 if Once
they've cleared
once it
495.
clears 495, but after that, that's about it. And it's just, but they'll be able to get out.
Now, basically all the police officers that are available on duty that day, I mean, are they?
Oh, we got police, we got fire, we got the what they call the Middlesex emergency management systems all
So you have
coming
other
in.
towns is helping out? assist
Other
that
towns
day?
helping out, fire, and we got the state and everything else
Wow.
coming in. We're going to be, the EMS and everything's all, they're taking care of all the, in case anything happens, they'll be available. We have, I think they have two, what they call gators, the little four-wheel
Yeah.
vehicles that around that they can get to an emergency quickly if it's along the parade route. They're going to station fire engines on both sides of the route on east and west side of town, just in case anything happens. Not ours, but some other towns are covering for us.
All right, so let's say an emergency happens to somebody down at the Pondside Apartments.
They can get in there.
Okay.
They have ways of getting in there.
All right,
We may have to stop the parade for a minute to get a vehicle by, but they
Yeah.
can get into that.
okay,
And same with Mill Pond down in that area.
that's good,
Uh,
that's good.
you know,
Wonderful. So, as you probably guessed, if you live on King Street or Mill Road on the St. Anne side, or Pondside Apartments, Shattuck Street, or basically any other street that feeds into King Street without another way out, you will not be able to leave or return to until the end of the parade passes by your home.
So I advise everybody, if you have to get out, you get out by 8:30, 9 o'clock, and then you'll be okay. But other than that, you won't be able to get out of there until after the parade gets by your street.
Right. And unless you had an emergency, why would anyone want to leave?
Exactly.
It's
You
parade
should be
day.
watching the parade.
That's right. You should be right there.
That's right.
So now the other end of town is affected as well. Great Road, why don't you talk about that right here on this
All right,
map?
Great Road at Powers Road is what we're calling a soft closing. Will be closed basically around 8:30, 9 o'clock, from there up to the Common. But if you tell the officers who are there, they'll let you go. That if you're going to go like to Donalds or to Toyota or something like that, any business before the Common, they'll let you in. There's no parking up there for the parade, so don't try to do that. The businesses are open. And the same thing, you want to switch lanes?
Yep.
On the other side of 495, coming in off of 495, trying to get to the Common. You can get up to the Common if you need to get to the gas station up there or something, but that's about it. Other than that, you'll be directed off to the west towards Groton.
Okay. Very good. Now, there's a lot of people from Littleton actually in this. We are getting acts from all over the country, as you mentioned.
Yes, we are.
But there are quite a few Littleton folks, so some of this information would mostly be for them.
Well, it's for them, and yeah, exactly.
For people who can see the show,
yeah,
rather.
so for the shuttle, the shuttle the shuttle from IBM to St. Anne's. Buses, band buses are coming in from out of town. They can be dropped off at St. Anne's, and the bus can go up to IBM Park. That type of thing. But most of the ones locally, I advise you to park at IBM and take the shuttle over to the St. Anne's parking lot. Stop at the registration table so we know you're there, and we'll point you out where you have to go from there.
Okay. Now, at 10 o'clock, is that when the cannons fire?
The 10 o'clock, the cannons will be fired to announce the start of the parade.
And those are behind St. Anne's in the field?
Behind St. Anne's towards the Mill Pond.
And how many cannons are there?
2 cannons from the Concord Independent Battery.
Okay. Now, I assume these things are pretty loud. How do you think you'll hear them down the reviewing stand?
They tell me you will be able to.
Wow. That's great. Okay, good. Looking forward to that. So there, again, we mentioned the pickup spot for the shuttle buses is IBM.
Right.
And the last bus will leave the IBM parking lot at 9 o'clock.
That's correct, not between 9 and 9:15, but yeah, it'll be around 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I would like all the parade people to be there by 9:30, because the last minute thing is going to try to get everybody in the right order takes, make sure it happens so that we can all roll out at 10.
Right. Okay. And important to note that there's no parking at the high school or St. Anne's.
Right.
Because it's needed to stage the parade.
That's correct.
And you saw from that video with all those little index cards, those all represent, could be 50 to 100 people on each of those cards. But,
well, it could be. We estimated total of about 1,600, 1,700 people involved in the parade that day. So yeah, the St. Anne's parking lot is going to hold the marchers and the bands and stuff like that. And the floats would be lined up on King Street and up to the high school driveway. The cars that we have will be down Mill Road. Horses will be in the parking lot also, some of the horse units that we have. So.
Wow. If you want, my brother Mike said you could put the horses in his yard until the parade.
Yeah. he wants the fertilizer, huh?
That's right.
Well, you can follow. We got one unit that we need somebody to follow behind to pick up that fertilizer.
He volunteered for that too.
Okay.
Yeah, in uniform.
In uniform, there you go.
In uniform. That's right. You better believe it.
Okay. So band buses will be allowed to drop band members off at St. Anne's Church, so the police will let them through or whatever.
Yes,
and then they can proceed to the IBM parking areas.
Correct.
And then, of course, that's where it ends. So good idea.
Yeah.
All floats must be in the staging area by 9 o'clock for judging. Now, what's this judging all about? Are there prizes, or is it more prestige?
More prestige. We are trying to get some prizes available, but at least we'll give them probably some type of ribbon to say first, second, third prize, and probably an honorable mention. I have to mention that the Chelmsford Parade Committee, we got 4 people come from the Parade Committee to help us do the judging. That's because we went up and helped them, did their float judging for their 4th of July parade. So they're coming down and helping us.
Great.
Which is good. This way it's not partisan. We don't know who, they won't know any of the units, and we go by what the criteria we tell them to go by. That's it.
Now, as far as you know, has any other town around us celebrated their 300th besides Concord or,
Well, Lexington did last year. I think Weston did earlier this year.
Yes, Weston.
Weston did earlier this year. Is that correct? Yeah. And
I mean, was Weston's parade as big as ours is?
I don't know.
I don't. What I saw on the website, I didn't go down. They had a few things, but I don't think they had a parade. Now I'm not sure, but I think when you look at what John and his committee and what we're trying to do, this is going to be the biggest parade in this area, without a doubt, for years. I think it's bigger than Chelmsford, right, John?
It's bigger than Chelmsford's 4th of July this year. They had 90 units. We're up to about 120 right now.
Wow.
And also, we're probably about equal to, Marlboro has a Labor Day parade every year, and I think they get a pretty good size unit count too. I don't know exactly what it is, but they're a pretty big parade. But I think this will be the biggest one in this area for a long time.
Yep.
Wow. So it says here that buses, floats, and individuals who are dropping off parade participants will be allowed to pass roadblocks in order to get to the staging area.
Right.
All right, so that's it for that section. And then, the committee had recommended some safety rules and for people in the parade.
That's correct. Most parades don't allow any candy or anything be thrown out to the crowds. You can hand stuff out, but we be very wary because you don't know who's allergic to what, so you got to watch what you hand out. That's the reason for a lot of that. And also, you just don't want to hurt anybody by throwing something accidentally and hitting somebody in the wrong place and hurting somebody. That's the other part of that too.
I can see from this picture that I put up here, you can see the kids just love to dart out right into traffic and things. I know there's not going to be, vehicles traveling at this point, but somebody could get hurt from being stepped on from a marching band or a tuba or something. But it isn't sad. It's sad in a way that society, we've come to the point where we're worried about.
We overregulate sometimes, yes.
Yeah, it is. It is very sad. But that's basically what it is.
I know it is, but allergies and things like that. I guess people have them, but I don't know. It is what it is.
Yes.
So we'll go on. No squirt guns. Now this really bothered me. I was all ready to blast some people, and I don't know what I'm going to do now. I'm going to have to spit. Can you spit? Is spitting allowed?
Yeah. Again, it's just some of it's a shock factor. Some people they just don't want to get wet, and it's just a courtesy that we don't do that. It may be nice if it's a hot day, but otherwise, it's just I encourage not to do it.
Unfortunately, the other thing is that this is a reality that some of these squirt guns look so real these days that someone pulls out a squirt gun, they may get mistaken for
that's the
a
other
real
part.
Yeah. So
that
makes sense.
Yeah. And the other thing is, like it says, I request 4 spotters on each float.
Yeah.
But that's mainly for the big floats. If you have a smaller float and you've got somebody riding on it, one on each side is fine. It's just so that if something happens to you or somebody tries to get on the float, but you never know what's going to happen along the parade route.
Right.
It's just to keep people away and that type of thing. It's a safety factor.
Perhaps those can be some of the people handing out
That's
the
correct.
candy
They can be people handing out stuff.
Sounds good. So young children, of course, like you see in this picture here, this would be okay because there's a little
barrier
around the side. But if it's not, then they should be seat belted or some safety measures need to be.
Some safety measures, yes, it should be. Preferably that type of barriers or some type of, it has to have some type around the edge to keep for the kids from falling off or anybody from falling off.
Yeah. And then you want to avoid the gaps in the parade. Is that just strictly for the courtesy of the people watching?
That's the courtesy of the parade, keep it up. Because otherwise, we're going to be here all afternoon.
That's true. We have fireworks.
We got a lot of things going on in the afternoon, as we know. But I estimate that it could take over 2 hours for the parade to pass through any certain point. So if we slow things up, we slow things up all the way behind you. So it's just it's not right. That's all.
Okay.
We try.
And then you're reminding people to drink plenty of fluids who are out there in the parade.
And to be safe.
Yep. So that's it for the slides that I have for that. So some other things. People who are going to be watching the parade, when can they start to set up stake out their territory, so to speak?
I have not set any regulations up. I don't know if the police department has. I don't think they have. But the thing is, along our route, we don't have the wide sidewalks that some places do, the wide areas that a lot of towns do. So you have to be careful. You can't go on private property if the people don't like you to. So
that's the big thing, to respect private property. The town only, or the state in this case, more than the town, owns more of the roadway. But to respect private property, certainly go out there and set up chairs and and get a good spot. Get a good spot. Invite your neighbors to come down. Help people out. If you live along King Street or any of the feeder roads, ask your friends from the other side of town or even out of town, if you will, to come and park their car at your yard, basically, and go and see the parade. But just be safe, but respect your neighbors.
Okay.
That's a big thing. Respect your neighbors.
Because some family from New Estate Road, I guess, is planning to take over the cemetery area. I guess Homer, is that the name? Homer? But they got stakes out there already.
Hey, you scared me when you said to take over the cemetery. I thought you wanted me to go up and see Badger or something.
Oh, no.
Was that what you were implying?
Well, that's one name I heard, anyhow.
That's right.
that I should go up and...
The sections
okay,
down that aren't populated.
Thanks a lot. Okay. David, have I ever told you David's handshake to me?
No.
He takes my pulse at the same time that he shakes hands with me. You know.
Oh, that's awful.
Okay, so that tells you where I stand. That tells you where I stand.
It sure does.
Yeah.
Gives you a good barometer.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure about that, but at any rate.
Well, we want to remind people that we're live. If you have any questions for John Borowski about the parade, please feel free to give us a call, 540-2487. There's the number on your screen. If you call and ask a question or have a comment, you get a free Dunkin' Donut card. And I just want to remind also our tonight's trivia question, if we put that graphic up there. The question for tonight is, in 1982, how many houses were moved from the common King Street area to Checkerberry Lane to make way for the digital IBM buildings? If you think you know the answer to that, the trivia question, just for guessing, you get the Dunkin' Donut cards, but we will be giving away some merchandise, some 300th merchandise, so give us a call, 540-2487. All right, so we're going to have the parade, and then what else we need to know? There's going to be a reviewing stand right by the Baptist Church, and who's going to be on that reviewing stand?
There'll be the selectmen, former selectmen, some former selectmen, any of the state representative, Jim Esserello and Jamie Eldridge, our senator, will be there, and whoever else that comes that has been invited. Also, once the parade marshals get to the reviewing stand, they can come out and join their family at the reviewing stand. And also the parade committee the main committee is joining them at the reviewing stand because they'll be in the parade too, right? The committee, your committee.
That's right.
Oh, so you walk right from the street and go right up the stairs to the green?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And can I add something a little to that? The Baptist Church, has given us permission to use their parking lot basically and everything, and the facilities, electricity and everything else which we need. And they're doing some extra things. They're going to have balloons and things like this, and the dog treats if anybody wants to bring the dog, because they're going to have the missionary dog is going to be on their float, the Baptist Church float. But pardon me? Mosby is, yes, and then and Del Smart, who was a great. Have you ever heard Del Smart? He's great, and he's going to be serenading everybody just before the parade comes. So the Baptist Church is really is stepping up.
That's cool.
to help the whole thing. And
that's great.
Great.
Yeah.
That's good.
In case you're out of town or you, for some reason, can't make the parade, LCTV will be there as well. We will have full camera coverage from the cannons going off all the way to every float that enact and whatever you call those marchers that march by. Units, that's what I was looking for. We'll be there. So we look excited we're excited to do that. Also, Zach Hurdle will be on the viewing stand announcing the different acts as they go by, so people who are in that vicinity will be able to hear exactly who this act is and things like that.
Correct.
So that's a good thing. That's
good.
fun.
Yeah.
And then the weather's going to be nice because I've already predicted that, so we don't have to worry about
Okay,
that.
Bob.
But we do have a call, so let's find out who it is, all right? Hi, welcome to 300 Live. How are you?
Oh, good, fine, yeah. My name's Andy Pasco, and I have a question.
Yes? Go ahead.
On the day of the parade starts at 10, but can you suggest what time we should start setting up on the route?
Whatever is easy for you, but I would assume the earlier the better.
Okay, we're not going to be able to park on 2A, I gather, so.
Nope. No, the only parking available is at IBM. And that's for everybody. That's not only for parade participants.
Either that or find a friend on King Street.
Right.
Are you in the parade, Andy?
No, I'm just going to be watching from the sidelines.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it sounds good. I'm all psyched up and all fired up to have this thing happen. I'm really looking forward to this thing happening.
Well, thank you.
Well, thanks for calling. You get a Dunkin' Donuts gift card for calling. We appreciate that.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, that's great. We'd love to give away Dunkin' Donut gift cards. Thanks to Dunkin' Donuts, by the way, for supplying us with these gift cards. And so we want to give them away. We don't want to keep them. I'm tired of using them myself. I mean, did that come out?
You let it out, for crying out loud. I told you not to tell.
So anyway, give us a call, 540-2487. You could talk about the parade. We're answering your questions. John Borowski is here to do that. And John, what else should people need to know about this parade? First of all, is there what kind of security measures are being taken for?
There's a lot that we don't know about. I mean, that's more our fire chief and police chief are handling. But I know there's a lot, like I said, there will be extra police coming in and extra firemen coming in. The big command center will be over at the fire station area, so there's no parking at that area either, because that'll be all roped off for them. But the county support will be here, the state support will be here. There'll be things that to be around that you won't know are here.
We won't know a quarter of it.
You won't know half of what's going on in town as far as security goes. I mean, obviously we got road closures, so we have police all over the place for that.
You can imagine that the population of our town is probably going to triple that day, right?
I would hope so.
Yeah.
I would hope so. Yeah, it would be nice to see that many people out there.
Wow.
For what we're putting together, it would be nice. It really would.
Sure is.
But yeah, it's going to be the parade route would be covered with lots of security. Let's just say that.
Are there any special surprises that the committee has up their sleeves, or all your cards on the table? Is there anything that we don't know about that's going to be a surprise? Well, we wouldn't really surprise them, but I mean, you know what I mean?
Well, there's no big surprises. I think people know, we've mentioned before, that the members are coming up from Philadelphia. We have a 25 to 30 member of them coming up. That's a good one, and that'll be good for the kids this year because their theme is Aladdin, so it'll be all in the genies type outfits. And they put on a good show.
Yeah.
The UMass Lowell marching band will be here with all 140 members.
Mm-hmm. You have a list right here of.
Yeah, a list. And then we got some interesting ones. Is the
Wachusett Brewing Company handing out samples?
That is a fire engine converted into a beer wagon.
Wow.
So I wish they were. I wish they would.
Can we wave the water balloon and get wet?
They claim it's empty, but that's beside the point.
Okay.
Also, I'm told that the Oscar Mayer Wiener will be here, so that's another one.
Oscar Mayer Wiener, wow, that's great.
That's a hot dog coming down the street.
That's good.
That's what it is.
L.L. Bean's boot?
No, that's not coming.
Oh, it's not coming.
They backed out.
Geez.
Sorry.
Didn't know that.
We got
some clowns.
We got some
And
clowns.
I'm not talking about the politicians. I'm talking about a real.
The Shrine Club clowns. Yeah, and
you are trying to get me going tonight, aren't you? Yes. Okay.
Yeah, we have two contingents of the Shriners because one's the clowns and one's their mini cars.
Yeah.
So we got two of them. We got another clown outfit that's a nonprofit organization, Clowning for Kids, which bringing about 20 clowns in too with a school bus. So that's one of their things. Got a lot of the local people doing floats.
Yeah.
Which
Hannah
is good.
Dodge is going to be.
Hannah Dodge will be there. So the dance studios are going to have people dancing along the route.
I noticed a lot of some of the 250th footage that we showed last week had a lot of the churches had floats, and it's good
All
to
the
see
church,
that.
all the faith organizations in town have floats in the parade.
Wow, isn't that something? What's the Brian Barua Pipe Band?
Brian Barua Pipe Band is a period band. They're mainly younger kids. It's a
bagpipes.
Bagpipes, yeah.
Ah,
yep.
Interesting. Wow, this is such a.
We got several bagpipe bands.
Unicycles.
Unicycle coming in from Cambridge, yeah. The family that does it is 5 of them.
Of course, our own high school marching band will be number 4 in the list. Tons of cars.
We hope.
Yeah, right. And then lots of military
units,
formations and infantry.
Color guards. Most of the reenactment type ones.
Yeah.
The militiamen from around town, around the area. Most of them are coming with whatever units they put together. Some of that. The Spirit of America. What is they called? The Spirit of America band from, I think it's Orleans, Mass. It's a school down there that they come up and they do a period costume, colonial costumes, and play colonial music too. The Reminiscence is a good.
They're a band.
They're a band. They're
good. 50s and 60s.
Yeah, 50s and 60s music.
That's neat.
On the back of a trailer, and we got what is called Hobo Dixies. They kind of just another one that's in a play in the back of a truck.
Yeah.
The Fireman Dixies are the ones I think. No, the Hobo Dixies are the ones that stroll. The Fireman Dixies are the ones that are in the back of the truck.
Okay.
So
very good.
Some interesting things going on.
And then, of course, the end.
The end will always be.
You know who.
Mr. Badger's hearse.
Last guy to let you down.
Yeah.
Horse-drawn
the end.
hearse. That's great.
Yeah.
Wow. What a variety. And
it is.
To think I've been fortunate enough to see most of the Memorial Day parades that happen around here every year. And, sometimes you sneeze and you miss half of it, I didn't say blink. The sneeze is a little longer, I think. But, just to be able to sit there for 2 hours and be able to be entertained at all this variety is just going to be...
The size of some of the bands, like I said, Lowell is 140, Active Boxborough is 140.
Oh.
We got a couple other ones that are close to 100, or if not at 100. So there's going to be a lot of music.
So great, so great. We're looking forward to it so much. And again, we just want to thank you and your committee for all the hard work and the planning, the preparation, the police, the fire, everybody involved. What an effort. And it's all coming September 6th, and it starts at 10 o'clock. So grab your blanket or your lawn chair, and you sit right up there by King Street, 2A, 110. Find a great spot. No matter where you are on that route, you're going to be entertained.
That's right. You should be entertained.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you want to get more towards the common end of things, where the viewing stand is, you'll be able to hear what the acts are as they come by, and you'll be able to know exactly who these people are. Say, oh, what band is that? So there's your choice. But again, pay attention to the traffic stuff. We'll be on again next week, right prior to the parade, to remind you all again. So right now we're going to go to a short information about memorabilia. And the reason why we show this is because My Town Sports has all the memorabilia that you'll need down there. We would love it for people to wear shirts or wave flags or show their Littleton pride, especially if the week of the parade, put the stuff around your house and in your yard. Just show the world, really, the country and the people who are going to be coming from around the country.
Look who's talking. The only one that
just show the people around the country how much you love this town. So let's take a look at that now while I talk to my guys off there.
Jack Homer. James Kennedy.
My Town Sports. This is the unofficial headquarters for the Littleton Tercentennial memorabilia is going to be sold here.
Right.
We're looking at one of the items here right now. Jack, why don't you Describe that.
This is the town of Littleton seal. We've had it made into two-size flags. You're looking at the larger one, which will go on a flagpole or on the standard wall-type flagpole, and then a little one for the office or whatever you may want, or a yard sign. And in addition to the town seal, we also have the ones with the tercentennial, the apple, and everything that everybody's so used to seeing. And we'll be selling those in limited editions, 300 of each. And that's all we're going to produce. That's all we're going to sell.
James, that's all you're giving us? 300 each?
Well, that is the idea. I think these are definitely a collectible item. And once the 300 are made and 300 are sold, that will be it. So I hope that everybody will hurry up and get their Littleton flag.
Right now, we're in the process of maybe not talking about memorabilia, but I would like to put in a little plug for banners. Banners are our fundraiser. This is the one big fundraiser we have for the 300th, and we are selling them to businesses and to individuals. And we'd love to get a call from you. Just call me up anytime you want, and I'll come around and sign you up for a banner. Those banners will be up from mid-April to mid-October, and at the end of them, you get the banner in as-is condition, since we live in New England. But they are weathering well. We put 5 up back in the fall, and everything is going good with them. So give us a call on that.
James, you're going to be selling bunting as well.
Yes, so My Town Sports will be making bunting available as well as flags to make it possible for everyone to celebrate the birth of Littleton. Show your patriotism, your Littleton spirit by hanging some bunting on your building or your home. And we have a wide variety of sizes that you could pick from. So if you have a small home, you can get our smallest bunting right here. It's all nylon, 100%. Great quality, it's not going to wear. And this is 18 by 36. And then we have, for the medium homes, we have 24 by 48 size. These aren't bunting, these are the fans. This is the bunting. So bunting, we're going to be able to custom fit for your home. So if you'd like to get attractive bunting and you could hang it down or across your home or however you want to decorate to show your spirit. It's all nylon, high quality bunting. And then if you have a large building or a beautiful business and you really want to show your stuff, this is the size that you probably get. And that's 36 by 72. So, what do you think, guys?
Hey, decorate.
I know you ordered
everybody.
Bob, already.
Yeah, I'm going to have a flag. I'm going to have the flag with the town symbol, and I've already ordered my bunting.
And I bet your neighbors are going to be looking and saying, "Hey, how do we compete with this?"
Yeah, and I live on a street where there's high visibility too. We get a lot of traffic that goes by, so
yes.
We're gonna be doing that. You excited?
No. Yes, it is. It's going to be a great time, and we hope everybody enjoys this celebration for Littleton's 300th.
Hey, we just want to thank My Town Sports for their willingness to be the memorabilia central for all things Littleton. That's no small undertaking.
That was when we found James Kennedy and My Town Sports. That was fantastic from that standpoint. Now they're going to be doing the thing that we talked about a little earlier at the Kimball Farm. They're going to be handling the ticket sales and everything else there.
Perfect.
But we'll let you know all about that. It's coming up on the 27th. But, that's been a fantastic new company in town. Give them a visit. They go beyond our memorabilia. Give them a visit. It's a great spot.
Yeah. Just want to remind people about the ball on September 13th. The there are no tickets sold at the door. So you need to purchase your tickets ahead of time, and they need to be purchased soon, very soon.
By the 9th.
By the 9th
I
of
think
September.
it's either the 8th or 9th. I'm not sure, but either the 8th or 9th. Do it.
Yeah,
do it.
They need to give the head count. And, I was looking over the hors d'oeuvre list again, and we're
It's a
not
meal.
talking cheese and crackers here.
No.
We're talking some substantial food being served.
Really, really good stuff.
Yeah.
Really good stuff.
And it's not just one or two things. It's a smorgasbord of treats.
And you can stand right there and they'll serve it to you. How's that?
I like that.
Yeah,
Don't
there
have to
you go.
move. Just will they feed me as well? That's
I won't touch that one.
okay. All right. Good. Well, we didn't have any calls for our trivia question. But I did want to mention before we get to that, our cooking show. We have taken the book, The Flavors of Littleton, and we have selected some recipes from it. And the good folks at Donlands and Hunter Appliance have helped us in producing our first ever cooking show. So we use Hunter, we use their appliances, their demo kitchens, and then the chef from Donlands who comes over and prepares the food for us. So it's a great cooperation. And we finished our first episode. It is blackened salmon with wild rice and asparagus, and something called Chester salad for the
And
meal.
you didn't invite me.
We called. I think it was busy. I tried to get in touch with you several times. So look for that. That's going to premiere this week on LCTV. It's also on LCTV On Demand. So you can click on the On Demand site and watch it there. So we didn't get any calls for our trivia question. Let's show it one more time, because we're going to give the answer. But Jack, do you know the answer to this? In 1982, how many houses were moved from the common King Street area to Checkerberry Lane to make way for the digital IBM buildings? Drum roll, please.
Without adding anything to it, 5. I
That
could say a
is-
lot more, but I'll only say 5.
That is correct. 5 houses. That's the answer we were looking for. There were no winners, so maybe I'll have to get that shirt and wear it next week. I'll take a shirt. I'll surprise you. How's that?
Okay, very good. We got to get you up to grade here.
I know. I feel so out of sorts.
You should.
I do.
Should. Yes, you should.
We've been getting a lot of people watching the show on demand, and that's great. But we need the love for the live broadcast. We need people to call in during the live show because we want to know that you're watching. We want to know what you're thinking. We want to know some ideas for other topics you might want on the show, 300 Live. And we only have a couple more episodes before we go off the air for good until the 350th. And there'll be 2 other hosts, I'm sure, for that.
You're going to leave me?
No, maybe our grandchildren. But anyway, I want to thank you for all for watching. We'll be on again next week from 7 to 8 p.m. And Jack, any final thoughts?
No final thoughts, but as I always say, enjoy.
Enjoy. Have a good night.
Thank you.